In the heart of Europe, beneath the calm veneer of a modern democracy, a rogue kingdom has fallen. At dawn on May 13th, German authorities stormed the gates of a self-declared empire, one ruled not by law, but by delusion. This is the story of the so-called Kingdom of Germany and the man who crowned himself King Peter. The first in a sweeping early morning operation across 7 German states on May 13th, security forces dismantled what authorities describe as a dangerous parallel state. The German government has officially banned the Kingdom of Germany, or Königreich Deutschland, a secessionist group that had established its own shadow institutions under the rule of a self-proclaimed monarch. German Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt announced the ban alongside raids that led to the arrest of 4 alleged leaders, including the group's self-appointed sovereign, Peter Fizik, who styled himself as King Peter. The first as he was led away in handcuffs, Fitek protested to journalists. This is illegal and unlawful. Founded in 2012 in the eastern city of Wittenberg, the organization had grown to claim approximately 6,000 supporters. The group operated under the broader umbrella of the Reichsbürger, or Citizens of the Reich movement, individuals who reject the legitimacy of modern Germany. I would like to say explicitly that this is not about harmless nostalgic as one might think when hearing their name, but about criminal structures and a criminal network. That's why it's being banned. Today, the group had established its own banking operations, health insurance schemes, identity papers, and even a separate currency, effectively creating what officials describe as a counterstate that directly challenged Germany's constitutional order. Prosecutors allege these leaders established pseudo-state-like structures and institutions as part of their rejection of modern German democracy. The ban represents the latest action in Germany's intensifying battle against far-right extremism. The Kingdom of Germany belongs to the broader Reichsbürger movement, which contends that the German Reich continues to exist despite its formal abolition. After World War I, they believe the modern German state is an illegitimate construct, and many adherents refuse to pay taxes or recognize government authority. Minister Dobrindt noted that the group reinforces their bogus claim to power with anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, connecting the movement to troubling historical narratives that have plagued German politics. Germany's domestic intelligence service estimates there are approximately 25,000 people active in Reichsbürger groups nationwide, with scrutiny of the movement intensifying after authorities thwarted advanced plans for an armed coup in December 2022. That plot, led by a minor aristocrat and businessman named Heinrich. The 13 Prince Royce shocked many Germans when it was uncovered. The newly appointed Chancellor, Friedrich Merz, signaled his government's intention to take a hard line on extremist groups, posting on social media, "We are stepping up security in our country." That includes taking action against those who try to fight internally against our Constitution. Merz declined to provide further details when questioned by journalists, saying only, "Please understand that I cannot comment on the details of the ban on the Reich Citizens Organization here today. The Federal Minister of the Interior has informed me of the action in the early hours of this morning. Please ask him for further details." Germany's Interior Minister pointed out that no guns were seized during the raid. Kind of relevant. No notable weapons have been seized so far. However, that was not to be expected in this case. This group is not considered to be particularly gun-savvy, although it is known that Reich citizens are generally gun-savvy. You never know for sure what can happen during such operations as the crackdown comes amid growing concerns about the rise of the far-right alternative for Germany. AfD Party, now the largest opposition force in parliament. Germany's domestic intelligence agency recently classified the AfD as a confirmed right-wing extremist group, though this designation has been temporarily suspended pending legal challenges. This classification has intensified debate about how democratic institutions should respond to parties that many Germans perceive as threatening constitutional values. Meanwhile, the question of whether to pursue a formal ban of the AfD through the Federal Constitutional Court has become increasingly contentious if it comes to the conclusion that the AfD does not endanger the basic democratic order. We will have to continue to deal with it in Parliament. But if the result is that it is indeed a threat, then we will still have to deal with the issue of social division. But at least we no longer have an actor who deliberately and intentionally promotes this division. The situation highlights the delicate balance German democracy faces, addressing extremist threats while avoiding actions that might further polarize society. Researchers like Adrian Blattner from Stanford University suggest that Germany's political polarization, while growing, remains less severe than in countries like the United States or Brazil. Some Green Party and Social Democrat voters also support a tougher immigration policy. And there are also supporters of climate protection measures among AfD voters. That is problematic because it reinforces negative feelings toward the other side. People avoid contact. More and more prejudices are reaffirmed, and this creates a vicious circle of polarization. Sociologist Johannes Keyes offered a moderating perspective that it's still not like in the US, where there's a deep divide. No matter what issue you raise, you are either on one side or the other. He suggests that the perception of division in Germany may exceed reality, noting that the perceived polarization is much stronger than the actual polarization. Nevertheless, issues of migration, climate protection, and social welfare continue to create sharp, dividing lines in German political discourse as Germany navigates these complex challenges to keep its democratic order healthy. The ban on the Kingdom of Germany sends a clear message about the limits of tolerance for those who seek to undermine the state from within. For a nation with vivid historical memories of democracy's collapse, the stakes could not be higher.